Welcome to the Tech Diva Success podcast. This is a short weekly podcast that focuses on tools, processes, and best practices that truly fuel success for women in technology. We thank you for tuning in, and we hope you walk away with at least one best practice that will help you level up personally or professionally. What can you take action on that will make you 1% better? This show gives us space to grow that amazing potential you have inside of you by bringing you guests from all walks of life and allowing them to share their success secrets with you. I'm your host, Nicole Scheffler, and I consider myself a tech diva with over 15 years experience in a technology career. And I'm committed to sparking tech diva success with my collection of various books, podcasts, and projects, including our other podcast, the Diva Tech Talk podcast, which is all here to inspire you and is dedicated to women in technology. I know you're going to love it, so on with the show. I am so excited to be here today with Janelle Lynnae. She is the founder of Next Level Confident, which just sounds amazing, and is a confidence coach and corporate facilitator. She has years of experience coaching women, which is why she's on our show. She's going to share with you how to break through some of those psychological barriers that we may knowingly or unknowingly put on ourselves. She really has a passion for helping women in STEM industries, just like us, really discover those limiting beliefs and give us tools to overcome them and create that confidence in the workplace, which we know trickles down to at home. So I'm just so excited to have her on today to share her success secrets. So welcome, Janelle.
Thank you so much for having me, Nicole. I'm pumped to be here.
I know. Yay. All right. Well, let's just start by telling us why you're so passionate about this area and what type of day-to-day work do you do?
Yeah, I am so passionate about this because, well, for the longest time, I wasn't very confident in who I was. And that played a really big role in my life for so many years that I seemed confident on the outside, but on the inside, I actually had a lot of self-worth issues. And as I began to uncover those and work through them, I realized so many women I met were dealing with the same things that I used to deal with and still, of course, occasionally deal with. It's not like I've reached some end point. Yeah, so that is why I'm passionate about it. That's why I want to bring it to women in STEM.
So what is your day-to-day work like doing this type of coaching?
Yeah, so I have one-on-one clients. So every day I have different one-on-one coaching client calls. And then the other thing that I do a lot is my virtual workshops. I host a workshop called the Confidence Workshop, and I go into STEM corporations. And right now, of course, with COVID, it's been virtual. And so I have virtual workshops. But if I'm not doing virtual workshops, then I'm going in person and training women in STEM how to build confidence.
Well, thanks for sharing that. We want to get right into it and just start digging into that knowledge, give everyone a taste of this gift you have of building our confidence. I'm excited myself. So why don't you just talk to us a little bit about building confidence?
All right, let's do it. Get into the meat. I wanted to give a couple practical tips. And one practical tip is making a list of 15 things that you love about yourself. Now, I know this sounds kind of cheesy. I know it sounds a little woo-woo, hippie stuff, but it's actually really powerful. And most of my clients, when we first start working together, they have a really hard time making that list of 15 things they love about themselves. A lot of times I find that women can find job position things that they love about themselves. So they can say, I'm a great employee, or I'm a great mom, or I'm a great wife, which is awesome. But the point of writing 15 things you love about yourself is to find characteristics that you have that make you who you are. So I'm patient, I'm smart, I'm funny, I make people laugh. And it's looking at those things inside of you. If you have a hard time making that list, you're not alone in that. I think a lot of women think that it's cocky to make a list of things they love about themselves, because often women think that being humble means being self-deprecating and putting themselves down. So making that list is really powerful. And if you don't know, you can ask a couple friends or family members, but I want you to receive it when they tell you, you're really good at X, Y, or Z. Instead of being like, no, who, me? That's not me. Receive the compliment from them. That's another thing I talk about with my clients. That's another tool for your toolbox is receive compliments. When someone tells you you're good at something, don't try to deflect, don't say no, and don't try to immediately compliment them back. Like, oh, my hair looks good today. Your hair looks really good today. No, that's not how you receive a compliment. So to receive a compliment, all you have to say is, thank you. I received that. Or you could just say, thank you, period.
So what do you do with this list?
Personally, it's just knowing those things and being able to own them so that when you get compliments on them or you just know about yourself, you're like, I'm an incredible human being. It's getting to that place where you see your value and you see your worth and you aren't afraid of saying things you like about yourself. Another tool for your toolbox is a personality test called the Enneagram. Nicole, have you taken the Enneagram before?
No, I can't even spell it. So I'll have to we'll put the link to that.
Yeah, we'll put the link to the test in the
Yes.
show notes. It's a really good personality test. I'd love to tell you more about it. In fact, in my confidence journal that I have on my website, there's actually a part about self-discovery. And the more you learn about yourself through personality tests, it's much easier to begin to receive those compliments or to see yourself as a valuable human being, which is so crucial. Another thing that is a tool that I have all of my clients do and everyone that attends my workshops is creating a morning ritual. Nicole, do you have a morning ritual?
Yes, I'm a big fan of the Miracle Morning. So yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that's awesome. I personally haven't done the miracle morning yet. I think you have to wake up like 4 a.m. for that or something, right?
No. You think that, and most people say, ew, because you hear Miracle Morning, but it's just backing up from whenever you would wake up. But it's
Okay.
very similar. It's just around ways that you can create a morning ritual. So tell me more about your process.
Yeah, so my morning ritual, I say that each person should do 5 things. One, don't snooze your alarm for more than 10 minutes. I know snoozing the alarm is a really tough one. And I'll be honest, of my 5, this is the one that I struggle with the most to this day because I just love my sleep. But especially if you told yourself you're going to get a workout in, or especially if you told yourself you were going to do something in the morning and you snooze past it, that is not a great way to build confidence with yourself because you're telling yourself subconsciously, my agenda for me doesn't matter. The second thing I tell people to do is make your bed. Super small shift, so powerful. There's like books on making your bed and psychology around it, but there actually are studies that show if you make your bed, you're a happier person. Crazy. The third one is don't look at your phone for the first 30 minutes of every single day. Oh, everyone, when I say it, they're like, why? What do you mean? I always check my emails and then like Instagram and then maybe some LinkedIn. And we, as a society, think it's so normal to just get on our phone, put that screen in front of our face and start scrolling the moment we wake up. But what that does is it puts you in a really vulnerable place where your emotions could go anywhere. You could see something really good in your email, or you could see something really bad. You could see something on social that triggers you. You could see something that you love, but you're ultimately giving your power away to your phone and you're giving your power away to other people. Your phone can wait 30 minutes. Your work can wait 30 minutes. The people on social media can wait 30 minutes. Start your day with you. The fourth thing that I tell people to do is chug 16 ounces of water. It boosts your metabolism by 33%. So, you were dehydrated from sleeping. Now you're hydrated. Then drink your coffee, not the other way around. Drink your water before the coffee. And then the last one is journaling. And so my journaling routine is writing out things that I'm grateful for that are very specific, and then writing out things that I'm happy and blessed for. Now, my happy and blessed for, they're not yet true. They're things I'm speaking into existence. So for the longest time, I'd write, I'm happy and blessed that I'm married to the man of my dreams. We run a multi-million-dollar business together and we have the same faith. And I would write that every single morning, way before I ever met my husband. And then all of those things came true. And so I really do believe in the power of speaking things into existence and honing in on your mindset like that. So that is the fifth thing that I encourage people to do. Write out 3 things you're happy and blessed for.
Here's what I love about what you just said, especially as this is a success show. And I've done Jack Canfield's success trainer. So I love about this. The first thing you said was waking up in the morning. That's like a very Mel Robbins 3, 2, 1, get up and go. So I love that. And it's also like setting an agreement with yourself. I'm going to wake up and do this ritual. I'm going to wake up and show up for myself. And I think to your point, if you don't do that, you're kind of robbing yourself from like keeping your agreement with yourself that you're going to invest in yourself. And I also love waiting to look at your phone. I talk a lot about mastering the technology you need. So that stood out. And then, of course, who doesn't love some gratitude and some visualization? So I'm all with you on that. Thanks for sharing that. What else do you got? Keep it coming, girl. This is awesome.
Okay. We've talked about receiving compliments. We've talked about morning routine. We've talked about making your list of everything you love about yourself. We've talked about doing the Enneagram test. Those are a lot. And I know when you listen to a podcast, it's so easy, like, gosh, there's so many things that I should be doing, blah, blah, blah. Just for now, choose one. What is one thing you're going to do from here? And I'm going to just go ahead and jump into my number one big success tip is to overcome your limiting beliefs. Now, in the personal development space, limiting beliefs is like a super common term that everyone pretty much knows. But if you're listening to this and you aren't necessarily in the personal development space, even though you can put together like, yeah, I can figure out what a limiting belief is, you've never done it before. You've never sat down and said, what are my limiting beliefs? So if you head to my website, nextlevelconfident.com, I actually have a free module there that's called How to Overcome Your Limiting Beliefs, where you'll get into the whole thing there. But to share a little bit about my story, I kind of alluded to it at the beginning, but I actually struggled for a long time in thinking that my life was worth anything. And just to go really vulnerable and really deep, just right off the bat, basically, I thought for a really long time that I was going to die in a car accident in my mid-20s. It was the lie that I had created through thinking about potentially killing myself or wanting to disappear and wanting people to miss me. And it was really coming from a place of wanting to be loved and wanting to find worth and feeling like I didn't fit in and feeling like no matter where I went, I wasn't like an insider. I was always an outsider. And that was a story that I had created along the way. And I looked for ways to confirm it. So I believe that I was going to die in a car accident really subconsciously for about 8 years of my life. It really crippled me because I didn't really care about anything. It's like if I dated guys, it's like, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get married. And then picking a career path, it was like, whatever, I don't really care. My life doesn't really matter, right? That was the undertone of my life was my life doesn't matter and my choices don't matter. So while not everyone totally resonates with the whole like dying in a car accident thing, a lot of women that I speak to actually can relate to the fact that they feel like their decisions don't really matter or their opinion doesn't matter. So they just stay quiet or they don't take action on their life because they're like, it doesn't matter. If I do it, it doesn't matter. If I don't, it doesn't matter. And so as I started to peel back the layers, and I actually had some really amazing mentors that helped me walk through this. And they were like, Janelle, you were born for greatness. You were created for a purpose. Our creator doesn't make accidents. And that was really huge for me to realize that I had created that lie and held on to it for so long. And just like that, I made the choice to switch my mindset and believe that I was created for something bigger and something greater. And I truly believe that anyone can switch their mindset like that because we're all created for greatness. If you're listening to this right now, you are created for a purpose, period. There's a reason why you're alive. You're not a mistake. Your life is not whimsical, just happening on chance. You have something really special inside of you and you're supposed to do something with it. And that's why I bring the confidence workshop to women in STEM specifically, because in male dominated fields, I find that women, they let the men kind of take the lead a lot of times and are afraid to share their opinion because they don't want to rock the boat or they don't want to upset anyone or something like that. But your opinion is worth sharing. Your thoughts are worth acting upon. One thing I tell everyone is your beliefs lead to your thoughts lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results. So if you don't like the results in your life, be that at work, be that with your relationships, be that with your physical health, look at your belief pattern. What do you believe to be true about yourself? Do you believe you're smart? Do you believe you're capable of an incredible relationship or an incredible marriage? Do you believe that you're capable of leading people? Ask yourself, what are the beliefs? So to me, the number one most powerful thing you can do to get deep into your confidence is look at your limiting beliefs. Look at the lies that you've been holding on to since you were young. a lot of them come when you're so young, and you hear one little thing from a kid at school, and you think, they think I'm stupid. I think I'm stupid. And then you look for ways to confirm it. It's actually called confirmation bias. So for example, I want a white Tesla. I have a white Tesla on my vision board, and I plan to get me that white Tesla. And as soon as I decided that, I started seeing white Teslas everywhere. I'm like, there's a white Tesla, there's a white Tesla, there's a white Tesla. Are there any more white Teslas right now than normal? Maybe not. I mean, probably more than there would have been 10 years ago, obviously, because it didn't exist back then. But this could happen with anything. I mean, it happens with my husband for forerunners because he wants a forerunner. And there's been forerunners for forever. It's confirmation bias. You are looking for what you want to find. So with lies, if you think I'm an outsider, even on a subconscious level, you're constantly looking for people's little ways of them telling you and confirming you're an outsider. And you confirm that story over and over, and it stops you from living your full life. So as you peel back the layers and you reframe the story and you say, okay, well, what's the truth? The truth is I'm not an outsider. The truth is I'm an insider. You get to choose what your truth is. The truth is you're cool. The truth is people like you. The truth is you're fun. You're well liked. Start to change the words that are happening in your mind and choose them wisely, because words have power. The way you speak over yourself has power every single day in the way you show up in the world.
Gosh, I love that. Even hearing it, I don't even think you were talking to me. I was like, I am fun.
You're like, yes, that's me.
Like,
She's talking to me.
Thanks, girl.
No, I was talking to you, Nicole.
Oh, yes.
I was talking to you.
I love it. You're talking to all of our listeners. Oh my goodness. And here's what I took away from that too. It was like an aha moment. As women in tech, those limiting beliefs that men don't want you to have a seat at the table, or that they're looking down on you, or that you're not smart enough or good enough. That's what I really try to always coach women in tech on as well. So it's a great complementary piece to what you're saying, because you're saying limiting beliefs in a personal sense, which is absolutely true. But I think as we go into our careers as women in tech, we shouldn't look at it as, I'm the only woman, I'm not going to be accepted. We can flip it just like you have and said, I bring so much to the table. Diversity shows boost to profit and productivity and innovation. And like by having that attitude and taking down those limiting beliefs as women in tech, that's when we can take our power. So I love it, because it's like for personal and also for our listeners out there, that you don't go into rooms with those limiting beliefs, because to your point, you're not going to see those white Teslas. You're not going to see those raises because you're not even looking for them, because you're thinking that you're already limited, and you're not. It's a gift to be diverse and have diverse teams and to think about things differently. So,
100%. I'm glad you brought that full circle, because yeah, I guess without saying it to me, I'm like, oh yeah, it's so obvious that your personal life bleeds into your professional life, because you bring you with you to the workplace. So if you tell yourself you're an outsider, like in life, then you're going to bring that to the workplace, and you're going to say, no one likes me here, or I'm not smart enough to be here, or the men have it figured out, so I'll just keep quiet and let them do their thing, and I'll just kind of do whatever I'm supposed to do. And 100%, it's challenging your way of thinking in every scenario in life, be that in work or anywhere else.
I love that. And do you have like a special mantra that you really love about confidence that you can share with our listeners?
That's a great question. You know, for each person, it's so personal. So I don't necessarily have one, because there's no one size fits all. Everyone deals with different lies and different struggles. But I think the mantra should always be the opposite of what what you believe about yourself. So for me, one of my biggest lies was your life doesn't matter. So for me, it's the mantra is my life matters, my life matters, my life matters. And another one I struggled with for a long time was that I am stupid. And that's a whole other story of how that came about. But it crippled me in a lot of ways, because I was always looking for ways to confirm that people think I'm stupid. They think I'm dumb. So now I repeat, I'm smart. I'm smart. And a lot of the ones I do now are about money, because I think a lot of times money is very scary for women, especially, right? Because society has told us that men are the breadwinners or whatever. And so for me, like saying like, I'm great at receiving money, or I'm great at making money, or money comes to me easily. That's another one. So it's really any area of your life that you're struggling with, just flip the script and start repeating the truth, because you're going to begin to create a new pathway in your brain. You've created a pathway, you've driven over the same path over and over and over again, saying the lie. And now it's time to create the new pathway that's going the other direction with the truth.
Well, you are smart and amazing, and you have just lit us up with confidence today. And I am so glad that you could share this inspiration with all of our listeners, and even for myself. You can't hear it enough. These tips and tricks and this takeaway about identifying your limiting beliefs, breaking through them. I'm sure you will be available if anyone has questions. So with that, do you want to leave the best way for our listeners to contact you?
Yeah, of course. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's listened today. I really challenge and encourage you to take one action piece from this podcast, because it's easy to put education into our brain, podcasts and seminars and et cetera. But if you don't take action, that's the big piece. So take one thing and go do it, whether that be the limiting beliefs or any of those other tips that I mentioned before. So if you guys want to contact me, you can head to my website, nextlevelconfident.com. You can grab that free limiting beliefs mindset module there. Or if you want to schedule a one-on-one call, you can do that there as well, to see if I'm a good fit to train the women of your corporation, or if you are interested in one-on-one coaching.
Awesome. And that confidence workshop, baby. I'm sure you can do a lot more in more time with women to make this real. So what a gift. Thank you. You are a gift to me for being on the show. We appreciate you, and know that you will help spark Tech Diva Success with your confidence tips. So thank you so much, Janelle. Have a beautiful day, and thank you again.
Thank you, Nicole. Thanks for having me. And thank you to everyone who took 15 to 20 minutes out of their day today to listen to this. We really appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you again for listening, and we really hope this sparks something in you that you can use to manifest more success in your life. Please give us a rating or review. We would love to see how this show has inspired you. You can also connect with Tech Diva Success on Twitter, Insta, and Facebook. We're very easy to find under that name, and we hope this episode was fire for you.